I was able to jump from 1 lakh to 5,000 in just 1 year. My most favorite feature of pre-PG was the daily test, and it helps you to cover all the 19 subjects in a very short span of time. It tracked my progress over the time, and that gave me a clear picture of where I actually stood in my journey. Pre-PG has access to almost every previous year questions you could ever think of, but it offers more features that most other apps don't through discussion groups and study circles, which I think is a big advantage. You get to discuss, share doubts, and study together. Pre-PG gives you that live exam environment and exam day vibes. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Nayana. I did my UG from Government Medical College Madurai, Tamil Nadu, and I am from 2018 batch, and I secured a rank of 5568 in this NEET PG examination. So for me, the internship period was so hectic, so I couldn't do anything for my NEET PG examination. I started my preparation after that only, and my NEET PG 2024 rank was 1,13,000. So I was able to jump from 1 lakh to 5,000 in just 1 year. So I sincerely thank pre-PG for being an important part in this 1 year journey and my preparation phase. So I came to know about pre-PG from one of my seniors who already cleared NEET PG examination. So he told me that he used to give this daily test in pre-PG and it helped him a lot during his preparation. So I installed pre-PG during my internship period itself, but I couldn't do it properly due to my busy schedule. So after NEET PG 2024, I started my preparation seriously, and after that I used pre-PG regularly and it became a part of my routine. So my most favorite feature of pre-PG was the daily test. Actually, it helps you to keep in touch with all the 19 subjects, and it helps you to cover all the 19 subjects in a very short span of time. By the time you forget one subject, the other cycle of daily test will come so that you can brush up the knowledge of the other subject. So every night before going to sleep, I gave the daily test, and the next morning, the very first thing I would do was check my result. So starting my day by opening pre-PG and seeing my rank always gave me that extra push. So it didn't matter whether the rank was good or bad. Either way, it motivated me to keep going. So one feature that I found really helpful in pre-PG was the readiness index. It tracked my progress over the time, and that gave me a clear picture of where I actually stood in my journey. It wasn't just about a single test result, but about the bigger picture of my growth. So pre-PG has access to almost every previous year questions you could ever think of. What made it even better was the categorization they gave. Actually, it is categorized into easy, medium, difficult. So if I get an easy question wrong, I knew that was an area I have to revise more thoroughly. On the other hand, if I get a difficult question wrong, it showed me that I had to go back, revisit the concept and understand it better. So I started my journey by preparing notes for all the 19 subjects. I completed my first read and made sure I went through all the 19 subjects thoroughly. After that, I walked through the entire question bank and gave subject-wise test. Once that was done, I focused on proper revisions. And honestly, revisions are the key. You have to revise as much as possible until you are thorough with every topic. Along with that, you have to stay consistent. Always remember, this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And of course, there will be days when you cannot give your 100%, and that's completely normal. Even on those days, you have to do something, and that will keep you move forward. This journey is not easy, but it's also not impossible. If you stay consistent and determined, you can definitely achieve this. And there will be times when you will doubt yourself. There will be days when you feel like you cannot do it, but you have to overcome all those thoughts. And one very important part of preparation is giving GTs. Not giving enough GTs is a huge mistake. Another thing is you should not waste your energy worrying about the factors which are not under your control. Like for example, postponements or court cases. These things will happen, but they are beyond our control. And what we can control is how much effort we put in every single day. Don't stress about the result. Just give your best effort, and that's what truly matters. And I know from experience that when exams get postponed, many of us, including myself, tend to think, oh, now there is more time. But that actually affects preparation very badly. Even taking a few days off can disturb your flow. So the most important thing is to stay consistent. Keep moving forward, keep revising, keep giving your best every day. In the end, it will all be worth it. And it's not like you have to study a fixed number of hours, like 14 hours a day. That's not the point. What really matters is customizing your preparation on in a way that it works for you. In my opinion, you can start with a few hours, but as you move into revision phase, you definitely need to increase your study hours and put in more focused effort. Another very important thing is solve as many as questions as possible, and you have to be absolutely thorough with all the previous year questions. Now it's true that not every single questions like will repeat in exam, but sometimes they do. More importantly, the topics that have been repeatedly asking in previous years are the ones you must master. That gives you a big edge. One more thing, you should trust the source that you are studying from. Many times we get distracted by what other platforms are offering or what other teachers are teaching, and that creates unnecessary confusion. What really works is sticking to the source you have chosen, trusting it, and revising it again and again. Don't keep switching around. That consistency and repetition is what will make you strong in the end. So, when I gave my first attempt, I didn't prepare at all. Naturally, I ended up with a rank around 1 lakh, but that didn't discourage me because I knew I hadn't put any effort. So I decided to give myself a fresh start. And that's one of the most important things in this journey. You really have to believe in yourself. You have to see this as giving yourself a chance to know your actual potential. And for that, it's not about having every single material or every single app out there. What really matters is using the resources you have wisely. Even one or two good apps, like one for question bank, one for videos, and solid set of notes can be more than enough. For me, pre-PG was especially helpful. It's very reasonable at its price, but it offers more features that most other apps don't. What I liked most that it felt like I was my own competition. Every day I was just trying to improve myself, and that mindset was very striking for me. Of course, in this journey, we do have to sacrifice small things here and there. But honestly, it's not the horrible or scariest phase that people make it out to be. In fact, I really enjoyed this preparation phase because if you think about it, this is the only time in our lives we get to study all the 19 subjects together. After this, you will never again study all the 19 subjects in such depth. And as doctors, no matter what branch we eventually choose, this knowledge is always going to be useful. Every system is connected, and understanding them in an integrated way is extremely important. That's something I kept in mind while studying. I didn't always go one subject at a time, completing one cycle of 90 subjects like that. Instead, I integrated the systems. For example, I studied CVS in pharmacology along with medicine and pediatrics, or I connected biochemistry with pediatrics like that. That integration really helped me understand things better. Another thing that really worked for me was making my own revision aids. Some people prefer small notebooks, some prefer sticky notes. Personally, I used sticky notes and I still have many of them on my walls, and they really help me refresh my memory again and again. Because honestly, nobody can remember everything, but these little tools helps us important points fresh in our mind. So, another important thing about this journey is creating a support system. Having friends to call when you feel low or to motivate and support each other makes a huge difference in this journey. Pre-PG actually helps with this too, through discussion groups and study circles, which I think is a big advantage. You get to discuss, share doubts, and study together. So I even recommend pre-PG to my juniors because I genuinely liked it. Even if you are not giving live exams in a hall, taking tests on pre-PG gives you that live exam environment and exam day vibes, which is so helpful. So once again, I sincerely thank pre-PG for being such a strong support in my preparation journey.